All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, as always, I would like to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaha, Kodash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing His truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of news and prophecy, linking global events to biblical prophecy, to show you sincere brothers as well as you few sisters out there that everything that is written in the Holy Scriptures is faithful and true and will come to pass. Okay, for Esau is the end of the world, 2nd Esdras chapter 6 verse 7 on down, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Esau, Edom, the Edomites, which will be the self-proclaimed white man, which starts with the so-called elites who call themselves Rothschilds or Rockefellers, and then trickling down to the rest of their nation of people. These are the Edomites, which we see today. So in this article from thepeoplesvoice.com, the title right here says it all. UK begins rolling out digital IDs for citizens to prove their status. And this is all being linked to mental manipulation, as well as predictive programming and mental conditioning. And what are people exactly being mentally conditioned for? The RFID chip, which will be the ultimate form of digital identification. Right now, digital IDs can start out with you displaying an image of yourself with your identification number, with a barcode next to it, followed by your date of birth, your eye color, your hair color, your body height, and how much you weigh on your phone. It can start off with all these things being displayed on your phone, but inevitably, all of this information is going to be moved over to a micro C-hip, the charagma, which is the mark of the BEAST. So right now, people are being mentally manipulated into being forced to accepting a digital identification system. But then once people get used to it, which is not going to take long because these devils are moving quickly with their agenda. Okay, the CBDC have already been set up, and the only thing they need now is to enforce this digital device the size of a grain of rice. Because these so-called elites, these Edomites, they know they have but a short time. So they don't have much time to, get their new world order rolling. So again, digital IDs is going to start off with whatever is being shown on your phone. But then whatever is being shown on your phone is going to move over to a chip, which will be inserted, which hence that's what charagma means. The Greek word charagma for the word mark in Revelation 13, verse 16. It literally means to prick upon, to insert, in which this micro C-hip will be inserted into the right hand, the arm, the leg, or even into the brain or the forehead of the individual, where then the RFID scanner reader will be able to pick up on the chip, which can then pick up on all your information, which will be displayed on the screen. Rather if it's your social security number, your medical information, your finance history, your banking info, how much money you got in the bank, you know, your net worth, you know, your debt, how much money you owe to the government, you know, including your identification, your ID number, your eye color, your hair color, your height, your body type, how much you weigh, okay? And all that will come from them using a RFID reader to scan your chip, which an RFID reader is a reader that specializes in reading RFID tags, which is ultimately what every RFID chip will have inside of it. So the British government has begun rolling out digital IDs in the UK, insisting that citizens require the digital identification in order to prove their status. And we know what they mean by status. Okay, that means prove your identification and gain access to convenient services. And convenient services could be like grocery stores, going to a clothing department stores such as Targets, Walmarts, Sears, Best Buy, GameStop. You see, the jewelry store, you know, there might be particular places you can go to pay your bills. You know, if you don't have that digital identification, you won't be able to pay your bills. You won't be able to, you know, function. And you see, this is what's going to become the new norm. You won't be able to function in society without these forms of identification. So the Labour government is introducing a digital ID program targeting 250,000 military veterans under a veteran card initiative. The dystopian plan is being pitched as a means of simplifying access to services such as NHS healthcare, housing support, there you go, okay, via the OP42 program, job opportunities. Look at that, job opportunities. So if you want a high paying job that pay you $40 an hour, you got to have digital identification. This is what the future is moving towards. Discounted public transportation and other benefits. And we know what they mean by other benefits. Discount on foods, payments, whatever. I have to clock in at the plantation at 8 o'clock. So unfortunately, I'm gonna cut the video short. 2 Corinthians 2 verse 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So I might be able to continue this. Give me a moment. So just as I read in 2 Corinthians 2 verse 11, as you see right there, okay, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, right? For we are not ignorant of his devices. What's a part of Satan's devices? Well, a part of his devices is tricking people into a sinister agenda that can lead to their destruction, okay? Because see, the devil, like it tells you in the book of Ephesians, the 6th chapter, the wiles of the devil's all about trickery, cunningness, craftiness. You see? He's all about cunningness, deceit, tricking people into, you know, into a more sinister agenda that can lead to them being indefinitely enslaved, you know. So we're not ignorant to Satan's agenda, which when we look up that word Satan, right, it's not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. The word Satan just means adversary, which these devils are adverse, you know, which the word adverse means to be against. The devil is adverse to everything that the Heavenly Father it stands for, you know. He's adverse. So, you know, Satan is talking about the Edomites, okay? You know, well, we're not ignorant to the agenda of these Edomites. All right. But I pray and hope that you hopeful, sincere members of the elect, as well as you few sisters, have been edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. With that, I'm going to say shalom and on to the next one.